Mid-meal snacks should be offered at morning tea, afternoon tea, and supper, and needs to be suitable for residents' likes, preferences, and dietary requirements. The question is, how do we snack? As you get started, remember a few key tips. You will want to keep your snack pretty small, around 150 to 200 calories for mini meals. Also, be sure you're eating every 3 to 5 hours. Go for a snack between breakfast and lunch, and one between lunch and dinner. Welcome to another episode here on Lunch Global. I am Chung Anamel Joseph. We're going to be taking a quick break and we will be back shortly. Welcome back from the short break. To reap the health benefits of snacking, the foods you choose to snack on are just as important as the act itself. It's important to pick things that have a balance of nutrients like protein, carbohydrates, and fat, so you stay satisfied and energized. Try out some of these particular foods as a start to incorporating your snack and on a daily routine. And those food are like the avocado slices, you have berries, you have broccolis and hummus, carrot sticks, celery sticks with peanut butter, dark chocolate, hard-boiled eggs, kale chip, nuts, seed sheets, sunflower, tuna, and a whole grain cracker or lettuce wrap, and of course yogurt. And you know what I say all the time is the fact that all of this can be incorporated together. Yes, sometimes it can be a lot at the same time, but you can pick like your yogurts, your nuts together, and your berries, and then you're making parfait. And then, you know, that is like you having to consume super healthy foods, and of course at a minimal calorie. And you have to be intentional that at all times you have to watch out on the calorie you take. Now, you know, in Nigeria, we're not intentional about the calorie we take. That's why we tend to develop unnecessary fat, and we end up finding ourselves at the gym. We spend more money. It's okay for you to work out, okay for you to go to the gym. Health-wise, that is very, very important. You know, it gives you the relaxation you need. It stretches your muscles, and then it gives your bone strength and all of that. But then if you're going to the gym because you want to lose weight, and then yet you still go back to the house and still consume higher number of calories, then trust me, you're doing yourself more harm than good. And start today, we're going to be looking at some of the good recipes you can have as your midday snack, your morning breakfast, and of course your night snack. You know, sometimes you're done eating or you don't want to eat late and you're feeling hungry and you want to eat something that is super healthy. So today we're going to be sharing some of these recipes with you, giving you ideas of what you can make and how you can make it. Starting today, we'll be looking at chocolates, peanut butter, avocado pudding. The great thing about this pudding, besides its immensely rich texture and color flavor, is that its natural sweetness with dates. And of course, you can substitute whatever the other natural sweetness you prefer, like maple syrup and agave being ideal. It's also customizable. If you prefer an intense chocolate flavor, then you can add less sweetener, because you know the chocolate is sweet, and then adding that with sweetener, then it's going to make it too sweet. So for the ingredients, you need your ripe avocado, your ripe banana, unsweet cocoa or cocoa powder, salted creamy or crunchy peanut butter, plus more for toppings. You need your sweetener of choice, that is maybe the maple syrup, the agave, date paste, or honey if you're not vegan. Amounts will vary with preferred sweetness. So you might be a sweet tooth. Like me, I'm not a sweet tooth. I can even go in with this without any sweetener, in as much as the chocolate is involved. So if you are someone who is a sweet tooth, then you might want more. but if not, minimal. And I would suggest that when you're taking anything sweet, you have to be very considerate. You have to cut down on eating sweet things, like reduce it. It doesn't have to be every day. Some days when you're taking a chocolate drink, you should watch out. This chocolate, it has taste already, so you have to watch out on the quantity and or amounts of sugar you add or sweetener you add to that chocolate drink. And you also need your almond milk or other non-dairy milk. You can use your coconut milk. You can use your, there are lots of milks out there. Then you just go in with the one you choose, you want better, like your best choice. Then you need your coconut whipped cream. That's for the toppings, which is entirely optional. If it doesn't work for you, then trust me, you do not need it. So avocados are rich in healthy fat, folate, carotenoids, and are extremely heart healthy. Then bananas provide vitamin, that's vitamin B6, you have potassium, fiber, and natural sweetness. Coconut provides antioxidants and magnesium. Then the peanut butter adds protein and even more healthy fat. So to make this recipe, all you need is to get all your ingredients except for the coconut whipped, because that is like literally going to be your topping. So you have to whip in a food processor and blend until creamy and smooth. Add more dairy-free milk to thin on or to also help you blend properly. Add more cocoa powder for a richer chocolate flavor, and then you can add more sweeteners as well of your choice if you so please. Now you divide between 6 small serving glasses as original recipe, the way we share with you, right? Then cover with a plastic wrap, place pressing the plastic wrap down on the pudding to prevent its skin from forming, and chill for a few hours or overnight. Before serving, top with coconut whipped cream and drizzled of salted peanut butter. Leftovers will keep in the fridge up to about 2 days, and then for the best, like the best of it all, you know, it's always interesting when you enjoy your food fresh. I like anything fresh. You know, sometimes when it stays too long, maybe one day is enough, but when it stays too long, you don't tend to get that texture and that taste you require. So if you're making all of this together, it's a pudding, get everything together, put them in the blender, blend them. You don't have to cook. Pudding doesn't have to be made with hot water. Now, it's just for you to understand the recipe. It just comes like you're making smoothie. But then on this particular recipe, we call it pudding. Now, moving on, we're going to be looking at pesto chicken pea snack salad. If you're like me, you love vegetables, then this is for you. Now, looking at it differently, going in with chickpeas, and then you're making your salad, that not like the regular salad we always take, the vegetable salad. You know, there are a lot of salads out there, which I know I've shared some of the recipes of making salad with you, different recipes with you, and then, you know, for the sake of for the whole thing to stick into your mind and then into your head, then from time to time we'll be giving you other recipes that has to do with salad, so that, you know, you'll be able to consume the right amount of vegetables you need. Even when you miss out on your fruit intake, you can replace that with vegetable. So it's either you're going in with fruit salad or with vegetable salad, or both of them, because trust me, you cannot get enough of that. It's always good for you to eat super healthy. I'm going to be sharing a story with you, but it's going to be at the end of this. Then I'll share the short story with you. Trust me, it's going to be fun. Now, looking at the pesto chickpea salad, all you need are just 4 ingredients to whip up this protein-packed snack. Canned chickpeas, or you can get the fresh chickpeas from the market. Then you can cook it properly, and then it's good to go. But if to get it so easy and simple, less time consuming, you can get the canned chickpeas, your favorite store bought pesto, cherry tomatoes, and the feta. This refreshing and flavorful salad is made with zesty pesto dressing, protein-packed chickpeas, and crunchy veggies. Now, your ingredients is your chickpeas. Now, we should just talk about it in just 1 serving. If you're making it for yourself, you know the serving. So if you're making it for 2, 3, 4, 5 people, you know the exact quantity you need. So for the chickpeas, you need a 65-gram chickpeas, and then the cherry tomatoes, you also need a 65-gram herbs, then the feta cheese, then teaspoon pesto. Then for the preparation, you need to combine all ingredients in a small bowl, mix thoroughly. And that's just it. It's just simple. Get your chickpeas, your cherry tomatoes, your feta cheese, teaspoon pesto, and then that's for one serving. Then you combine all ingredients together in a small bowl. You mix it properly or thoroughly, and you serve, and that's it. You can just enjoy it from there. Now, you can decide to do it differently. You can decide to add all the ingredients you so desire. You can decide to have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ingredients as it pleases you. But you have to make sure that those ingredients you're using are right. Don't just go in with what you just because you feel you enjoy eating a particular vegetable or particular ingredient and you use it in a regular salad. You also want to bring it into the salad. Now, these are two different salads. So when you're getting all your ingredients, you want to add up, you want to be more creative, you want to create your own recipe, you want to do it differently, then you have to make sure that you know what you're doing. You can give it a try. It might work. You can use 10 ingredients and it will work perfectly. But then trust me, you have to be intentional. And before you use any ingredient, make sure you know about the ingredients. You can research on it. Don't just see it in the market and then just go in and just use it. It might spoil what you're making and it will hurt you because you use money to buy that. Right now, in Nigeria, we don't joke with money at all because things are super expensive in the market. So whatever you're going to do, then you have to be intentional. And if you want to try using a different recipe, then do it in a very little quantity to see the result. If it comes out well, then voila, you can do it as much as you want. Now, moving on, we'll be looking at Blueberry's vanilla Greek yogurt granola bars. Now, these are granola bars, but then it's made with blueberry, Greek yogurt, and then you know how granola bars, you can use your oats. Some people use peanuts, and then you just mix your oats and peanuts. But on this particular recipe, it's for blueberry, vanilla, Greek yogurt, and you arrive at your granola bar. So this blueberry vanilla Greek yogurt granola bars have me wishing it was blueberry season. They are so good for breakfast, snack, or dessert. Sure, you can buy processed granola bars at the grocery stores because they are everywhere, or you can make them at home, which I will prefer you to do because now this gives you the room to customize your own granola bar and avoid certain things that you do not like. If you go to the stores to buy any of it, please at all times check the ingredient, check the content, check the ingredient. You might see something you're allergic to or something that doesn't sit well with your system. Don't eat something that's going to make you purge out. Very important. You know, sometimes we eat things and then before you know it, you begin to have running stomach, you're reacting. It's not because the thing is bad. There is really something in that meal that you react to, but most of the time we just eat and be like, oh, I have food poisoning, or I went somewhere, they give me, the food is bad, but it was sweet at the start, I didn't know that it was going to affect me or something. There must be definitely something you eat that doesn't sit well with your system. So at all times, if you are buying anything from the store, I know it can be tiring. Imagine you're buying 100 things in the store and then you're going there checking labels, but it's very important, except if that's what you buy and you're so aware of it. Maybe you've been buying this particular product for like a lot of maybe 2 years or 3 years or 2 months or 1 month, or you've bought it before and you've checked the ingredients and it's perfect. Now, when you go out to get something new, please, you have to be very, very careful. You have to check the ingredients and know what the contents are. Sometimes there are sweeteners that are not even healthy for you, especially if you are aged in a way. Let's say not even age, even at a younger age, you know, your charity begins at home. So taking care of your health should start when you are young, so that as you grow and then your age are increasing, it doesn't affect you. Because if you don't take care of yourself from the young age, now when you grow, you will start seeing results and you can't change nothing about it. The only thing you can do is to spend more money. Yes, you might be able to fix it, but are you really considering your health, how it might affect you, how you might spend all the money you've worked so hard for? At that point, you're supposed to be enjoying your life, chilling in the yard, going out, traveling out, just having fun, you know, that period you've worked so hard and it's time for you to relax. Please don't allow yourself end up in the hospital or having to just do a lot of skincare no, you have to start it now. So if you're young, this is the opportunity you have to take care of yourself so much. So for the ingredients, you need your raw oats, gluten-free if needed. But if you don't need it, then you can go with the ones that have gluten. Then you need your brown rice Krispies. You need your shredded unsweet coconut, whole roasted almond roughly chopped, chia seeds, salt, peanut butter or almond butter. So you can use anyone you want, either the peanut butter or the almond butter. If you're an almond fan, then fine. If you're a peanut fan, then fine. Then you need your honey, your vanilla, and your dried blueberries. And then for the Greek yogurt coating, you need your water, vanilla extract, gelatin, cup Greek yogurt, honey, pinch of salt, then powdered sugar. Instruction on making this recipe: you need to line a 9 by 13 square pixels pan with wax or parchment paper. In a large bowl, combine the oats, Rice Krispies, coconut, almond, chia seed, and salt mixed together. In a small microwave, safe bowl, combine the almond butter and honey, microwave for 30 seconds to 1 minute or until the mixture is hot and pourable. Add the vanilla mix again. Add the honey mixture to the dry oats mixture and mix until everything is moist and combined. Gently stir in the blueberries, then press the mixture into the prepared pan, and then using the back of a measuring cup, press the mixture into the pan until it is tightly packed. Cover and place in the freezer for 1 to 2 hours. Cut into 9-12 bars and return to the freezer. Now, you make the yogurt coating. Combine the water and the vanilla in a small bowl. Sprinkle the gelatin over top and whisk with a fork until the gelatin is evenly distributed. Set aside for about 5 minutes or until needed. It will set into a thick paste. In another small bowl, whisk together the yogurt, honey, and salt. Microwave on 15 seconds, stirring in between each burst until the yogurt is liquidly and very warm to the touch. Don't let it start to boil or the yogurt will curdle. So if you want to microwave, I think advisably you should just do it for 30 seconds so it doesn't just get to curdle, because you wouldn't want it to be like that. So don't allow it to boil, but then don't forget that you have to make it warm, or hot basically, so that when it cools down, it's going to get thick. It will enter into the granola bar, and then you know what that means. You enjoy it quite better. Then you whisk the gelatin into the warm yogurt mixture. Whisk together the gelatin is complete until the gelatin is completely dissolved. Scrap the yogurt mixture into a medium mixing bowl. Pour the powdered sugar on top. Use a mixer to whisk until the yogurt and powdered sugar combine into a thick but pourable coating. Line a baking sheet with parchment paper, then working with 1 frozen bar at a time. Dip the bottom of the bar into the yogurt and allow any excess to drip off. Flip the bars over and then coat just like you do the same. Now, you can make this overnight, put it in your fridge, and then everything is just going to get frozen. Let the bar sit, uncover without touching. Then you allow it for maybe up to 2 days until the yogurt is dry to touch. Once the bars are completely dry, flip them over so the yogurt coat side is now facing down. And for that, you can get to enjoy it. When you want to preserve it, you have to keep it in an airtight container at room temperature, or then you can also keep it in your refrigerator so that it keeps it will still be dry, and of course you'll be able to enjoy it very crunchy. But when it's moist in a way and manner, you might not really enjoy it the way you're supposed to enjoy it. So when you're trying to preserve it, you have to keep it very, very well. Moving on, we're going to be looking at sweet potato banana muffins. Now, this muffin is going to be extremely sweet. There's sweet potato and bananas. Well, if you like sweet things, then this is for you. But then if you don't even like sweet things, this is also for you, because there's no added sugar, there's no added maybe sweetener or anything. They are both naturally sweet. We know that sweet potato is very healthy and bananas are very, very healthy as well. So this is a gluten-free sweet potato banana muffins. Have just 4 main ingredients and make a great snack for both kids and adults. Make a big batch of these bite-sized fruit and veggie muffins. You can always store them in the freezer and defrost them when you're craving one. These bites are a staple in weekend food prep routine because they are simple to make, and then you want to engage your kids to just have this beautiful moments with them in the kitchen. And if you don't have one, you can engage your friends. Weekend is always a good time to spend time with family and friends. So if you don't have kids, or you're single, you're a bachelor or a spinster, then you can decide to invite your friends to come over, and then you can have fun together. So before I share the ingredients with you, and of course the recipe on how you can prepare this particular snack, we are going to just take this quick break, and we will be back shortly. Welcome back from the short break. So sharing the ingredient with you. First thing, you need your cooked mashed sweet potato, you need your mashed banana, nut butter, egg, cinnamon to taste. Then you need your dark chocolate chip, fruits, chai seed, or any other seed you prefer. But then this particular mix in is entirely optional. So if you don't like the mix in, you can decide to scrape it. But if you ask me, I'll tell you to go in with fruits, seeds, or nuts, because they are super rich and healthy. And for the instruction, you merge the sweet potatoes and banana together in a small bowl. Then you add the peanut butter, eggs, and cinnamon and mix well. Stir in any additional mix-ins and spoon into Grace Mini muffin tins. You bake at 375 degrees for 18 minutes, and then chill, wait, and then just once it's ready for like 18 minutes, your muffins are ready. It is that simple, easy, and healthy. So the one advice I want to give you today is for you to make sure that whatever you're doing, you're eating right, you're eating healthy, and because that's one way you can really take care of yourself. And in conclusion, we know that mid-meal snacks are a fantastic way to achieve adequate nutrients and hydration in aged care residents. Many mid-meal snacks provide a good source of calorie and additional protein, as well as assisting with increasing fluid intake. For residents with a small appetite or who have lost weight, mid-meal snacks create additional opportunities outside of mealtime for increased nutritional intake. This is particularly beneficial for residents who find it difficult to manage large amounts of food in their sittings. Now, quickly, I told you I have something I want to share with you. There are a lot of people out there who don't know the importance of eating well. Trust me, that I'm telling you, that we have lots of people, sorry to say, there are lots of people who are not really literate. I mean, they are illiterate. So they just eat for satisfaction. They just eat something. Someone was telling me yesterday that he can eat garden egg like for one whole week and he's very okay because in their village, this, and that. And it's very, very bad. People need to know that you don't need to have millions or lots of money for you to be able to eat well. So sometimes when you are maybe on a bike, you can try and educate those people. They will really be grateful to you because, trust me, that young man was really excited because it was just a moment for me to make him understand that you don't even need to have so much money. You can go to just the normal place where you eat and you have 500 naira, but then you need to get beans, you need to get rice. Just get them in small quantity. It doesn't have to be too much. Then if you have 1,000 naira you budget to eat in a day, share the 1,000 naira into two. You don't have to eat all of that food. You have to learn portion control at the same time. You can do 500 naira now and do 500 naira later. Now, this is an instance, but maybe you eat more and then those food, we know that food is quite expensive now. So anyhow you do it, whatever you do, please, you have to make sure, try and eat your balanced diet food. Just check and know that, okay, you might eat rice now, later maybe without any protein. Later you can just go in with beans. If you have to make sure you eat a 3 square meal, make sure that that food makes your intake of nutrients or your balanced diet for a day. And don't forget, you have to eat the right amount of calorie to avoid excess fat in your body, and of course looking down on your health, because health is wealth and you need to eat very well. Don't allow yourself to end up in the hospital for any reason. Thank you for catching up with me on today's episode here on Launch Global. I am still your host, Chunk Anamel Joseph. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.